Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your July 2023 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. Let's pick this one. I'm getting a pattern of swords getting swords. Speaking of swords, oh, you know what? Some of it could be, not necessarily for you. Yeah, I'm not going to even go there. There's your card. Last card. Alrighty then. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. The heart of the matter is the Nine of Swords. I keep saying that this deck, Lightseer's Tarot, uses for the swords, which relate to air signs, which are about communication, thoughts, they use black birds. So now that I don't know if it uses it for, it doesn't use it for everyone, because some of the swords cards tend to be more on the challenging or negative side. So the Nine of Swords obviously would qualify because this is a card of anxiety. Now, you see that white bird. What could that possibly mean? Well, it's like in the Rider-Waite deck, Pamela Coleman Smith, the artist who depicted those images, has a flowered bed, like a what they call bedspread, and that was supposedly meant to suggest that it wasn't all bad. Maybe the person was making mountains out of molehills. Certainly, I think Gemini is one of those signs that tends to be a rather I don't know about anxiety ridden or worry wart, but your mind may be too active, monkey mind, jumping from one thought to the next. And before you know it, you're thinking about something negative. But I will say, based on these other cards, that there could be some cause for concern. We have the Page of Swords. Now they have the ideas. But in this context, with some of these other cards, like the Devil card, I think that this could be the Gemini person who has gotten themselves in the clutches of a narcissist. That's what I ultimately think of when I think of the Devil. And this is also, you see that there's that person being controlled like a puppet on a string. Also, this card is connected to Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn sounds a lot like Satan. And really, I also believe that is part of the indoctrination, because I was talking about embodiment with, I think it was Libra, and I think that was part of the archonic control of humanity, is to convince them that the world of the flesh is evil. Because really the Devil card can be the temptations of the flesh, which can, be addictions of one variety or another. But I think that there is an aspect of all of this, like the puritanical way of looking at things, where it's like, oh my gosh, you had a carnal thought. You need to repent for it. Things that a person would have no real control over, because it's part of being a human being. You know what I mean? Those kinds of things. And they capitalized on that. So sometimes we could say that, like, for instance, a belief system that is controlling, that can be, it doesn't have to be like a narcissist as an individual, unless it's like a cult leader or something like that. But you know what I mean? So some kind of belief system could be a part of that as well, that keeps the person in this constant state of shame and anxiety, because that's what it's designed to do. So, but same thing with a relationship. It can be someone who, for some reason, is tied to a person. Um, Page of Swords to me suggests that you are looking into things. Now, there could be different reasons for this. So, first of all, and this could be a boss too, it doesn't have to be your significant other, but let's take the significant other. The person could be cheating, and yet they're accusing you of cheating. That's a form of, that's a psyops, psychological operations. That is gaslighting. Okay. Um, the Page of Swords is like, looking into something, hiring a private detective, um, being suspicious about something, and it makes you anxious because that person may be gaslighting you, telling you you're crazy. That person may be a fellow. I was going to say a Libra. That was coming off of my tongue. So maybe intuitively, I'm sensing that. But yeah, no, it could be a fellow air sign, and maybe they have that ability to play mind games. So keep, see what's going on, because some people, it's very scary because it's very insidious. It happens slowly, and the person just starts doubting themselves. They start obeying that person more and more, and submitting to their will. Sometimes it could be that you're too attached to the material side of things. I don't think Gemini people in general are materialistic, but if you have Cancer placements in your inner planets, you might be very security minded, for instance, or even Taurus. And just sex, lust, that person, creates so much anxiety with you, but you just are so drawn to them physically. And who knows, there could be this almost masochistic tendency as well that is, playing into that. The higher message is the Queen of Wands. Become that queen. Yes, men, you too. Find the inner queen in you, men. But yeah, the queen represents the water element, so the water signs, but basically that emotional side of life. But the fire is the fire, the wands are the fire. So you're the two of them together are quite different. Water puts out fire, and fire creates steam when it's mixed with water. But in terms of the spiritual message, it's about finding maybe your backbone, your courage, which is the fire, and also tuning into your feelings. Gemini is an air sign. You tend to be very abstract, and that can lead to when somebody is abstract, they can kind of dismiss whatever they're dealing with as not that big of a deal when it totally is. What's coming in is the Page of Cups. I think this is connected to Pisces. You see here, well, I don't know, for some reason, see the hands together. I don't know what that symbol is, though. I think it's like, it can be, like a baby. So there might be a baby involved, a small child. And maybe if you can't do something for yourself, do it for your child. Also, the beginning of something, the beginning of understanding your feelings much better, which is so important because you may be kind of confused, pulled in different directions. And this is a way for you to get a handle on whatever it is that has been creating some issues for you. The outcome is the Lover's card. Normally, I would say, "Oh yes, you and this other person," but and this can even be the beginning of a love situation. But because of the other cards that are involved, I feel like there's an unfinished situation. So I would never just go, "Oh yeah," and then you're going to run away and be with this lover. I think that the other definition of the Lover's card is a choice. There may be a choice that you have to make. And it might not be very easy to make that choice, but a necessary choice. And really, you're choosing yourself. You're choosing your self worth, your dignity, the well being of your child if there's a child involved in all of this. So just keep that in mind, Gemini. That's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.